I'm Scott, and I'm an American in Bangkok. Today on Ask the American, I'll answer questions from Mike in the U.S. and Louie in South Africa. First, Mike writes in, Scott, thanks for making the videos. They are full of good advice. I have a question. Can I live in Thailand comfortably on $2,500 a month? And that would include supporting a Thai girlfriend. I know that it would depend where I wanted to live, how much I wanted to eat out, etc. But for real, will $2,500 be enough? Well, Mike, $2,500 is around 77,000 baht, something like that. Let's just say 76,000 baht. And if you were to give your girl, if you were to budget, say 16,000 baht for her, and that's to give her money. If you gave her 500 baht every day, or 15,000 baht a month, say, which should be more than enough if you're paying for the expenses, your living expenses like food, apartment or house or whatever, then that leaves you about 60,000, which is like $2,000 US, and that's more than enough. You can get a nice apartment for anywhere from 6,000 to about 15,000 a month. You should be able to afford that. Or a house. If you look in one of my videos, we just got a townhouse, 7,000 baht a month. That's $230 a month. It's how many bedrooms? 1, 2, 3. 3 bedrooms. It's 2 stories, 2 bathrooms, and it's a little older, but it serves its purpose, and it's a decent place to live. The area is a decent place to live. So yes, for the money that you're asking, if you budget your money, you're not going to be able to live high on the hog, but you'll be able to live comfortably, and you could even save some money. So yes, the short answer is yes, it is enough. The next question comes from Louie. He writes in and says, Hi Scott, my name is Louie, I'm 59 years old, and I'm a South African and have been married for 40 years. Congratulations. We live in South Africa, but I work in Mongolia, traveling to South Africa on a rotational basis, 6 weeks on site and 3 weeks home. I used to be on an 8-4 rotation, but this has now changed, and this has caused me to investigate options to move my wife to a country closer to where I am because of the traveling time to and from South Africa. Traveling can take up to a week off my vacation time, and it is very exhausting. Thus, the reasoning of a country closer to Mongolia. Mongolia is not an option It's too cold in the winter and warm in the summer. This brings me to a few questions. We have planned a vacation in August to Bangkok and Phuket, where I will meet up with my wife. We would then investigate the option of her staying in Thailand, but have no idea whether this can be feasible or even possible. I have watched your video on visas, but have a lot of questions on where to stay, etc., etc. In one video, you mentioned you were moving to a new home and that you really like the area you're living in. Is that an area that may fit my profile? Will it be possible to meet with you, perhaps for lunch or supper, of course at my expense? Anticipating your response, regards, Louie. Okay, the first thing, let's get to the visa issue, because that's probably the most one of the most important things that you can deal with when you're trying to live in Thailand. Probably your best bet is to get a retirement visa for her. If you're going to be working for a little while, just a few years more, even 2 or 3 years, a year, it's probably beneficial to get a retirement visa for her. And to do that, basically, she'll need to come to Thailand. As soon as she comes to Thailand, she'll be granted 30 days in the country. All South Africans are granted 30 days without a visa. If she needs to stay longer, which she will, she can extend the visa, or she'll have to go and do a visa run. But what she can do in the beginning is she can apply for a retirement visa. In order to qualify for a retirement visa, you need to be over 50, which I'm assuming she is, you'll need to show either 800,000 baht in a Thai bank account, which you transfer from South Africa to Thailand, and you let it sit for 2 months. That's the requirement. Or you can show income. She has to show the income because the visa is for her. It can't be a joint account. It'll need to be in her name, and it will need to show that she earns 65,000 baht per month, which is about $2,200, $2,150. That will allow her to receive a retirement visa. Another option that she can do is get a education visa, which that's about $600 or $700. I think it's about 20,000, 25,000 baht for the tuition and everything. And she'll need to go to immigration every 3 months and file for an extension. So that's another option. And then the last option is just to get a tourist visa, which is good for 2 months, and she can extend for 1 month at the Thai immigration here in Bangkok. Then she'll need to go out and do what is known as a visa run. She'll have to go out of the country, she'll have to fly out of the country and go get a tourist visa from one of the neighboring cities outside of the country. And then that will allow her to get an additional 2 months, and then she can extend for another month. So that gives her 3 months. They're cracking down on this. It's getting a little more difficult to do this, and to get a multiple entry visa where she can go in and out of the country as many times as she wants on a tourist visa, that's getting almost impossible here in Asia. I'm not sure what the status is in South Africa, but I think really the best option is to get a retirement visa. So you need to set something up where she shows income for 3 months that is in the amount of 65,000 baht or greater. Or you transfer 800,000 baht from South Africa to Thailand, and you let it mature for 2 months. She'll have to go to the bank, have them sign I think it's an affidavit or something, some paperwork that immigration requires. And then once that's done, she qualifies for the retirement visa. She can stay here. If she wants to leave the country while she has that retirement visa, she just needs to get what's known as a re-entry permit. I think it's 1,000 baht. She has to pay for that. It used to be 1,000 baht. I think it still is. She pays 1,000 baht. Boom. She's allowed to leave the country. She comes back in, and the visa is reactivated. She doesn't have to go and renew her visa or reapply for a retirement visa again. As far as where you live, there are many places to live. I personally like this area because, well, first of all, my wife likes the area because she's from the south. Ramkhamhaeng and Bangkok tends to have quite a few people from the south, so she's comfortable. I've been here for many years, so I'm very comfortable here, and I like my particular neighborhood, and I like my new neighborhood. So this area is probably good for someone who doesn't want to be in a real lively area like Sukhumvit, like the Nana area, or anywhere down by Patpong, or anywhere like that. You want something a little more quiet. My area, Bangkok, Ramkhamhaeng, it's a good area for people who want a little more peace and a little more Thai-ness. The people here are not so apt to rip you off or try to scam you or try to get more money from you or just try to sell you something. Here it's you walk by, they wave at you, they say hello, or they don't even mind you. You just walk down the street and then nobody bothers you, which I really like that. So as far as meeting up with me, I don't usually meet up with people, but in your case I can probably make an exception. And you know, I mean, I'm pretty busy most of the time, but if you want, what you can do is you just send me an email when you're going to be in town. We'll set everything up, and then you can come out to my neck of the woods. That way you can see where I'm at and what kind of area I live in, and you'll get a better idea. And then we can talk over lunch or dinner or coffee or whatever. So I hope that I've answered both of your questions. If you have any more questions, please contact me, let me know. For those of you who have questions, email me them, message me, whatever. I'll do my best to get to your questions. Now I'm starting to get a lot of questions, and it's getting more difficult to answer all of them rapidly. But I promise you, I will do my best to get to your questions, whether I just email you back or I do a video or whatever. So thank you for watching. Please click subscribe, click like, continue to support me. Watch my other videos. Go to my website at americaninbangkok.com. And that's all for now. Chok di la Jokan Mai. That's good luck, and until next time, see you later.